guys, it's me again. So for phonics today, we are going to play the read and match game. So what you have to do is you have to read the sentences very, very carefully and match the sentence to the correct picture. So you're going to need to really work hard here. You're going to have to spot the tricky words. They are words that are sight words, words that you are unable to sound out. And the other words, you could use your Fred fingers to help you sound them out if you find them a little bit tricky. So let's do the first one together. The cat sat on the mat. Will I match it with this picture here? This is of a cat eating his dinner. Here is a cat sat on the mat. And this is a cat sat on a chair. So all you have to do, at home, what you could probably do is just point at the correct picture on your computer or your iPad or however you're playing this game. So the cat sat on the mat is matched with this picture, this one here, because it is a cat sat on the mat. Let's go to the next one. Okay, I'm going to give you a little bit of time to read it yourselves, and then we'll do it together. Okay, so off you go. Remember, use your Fred fingers if you need help sounding out a word. Off you go. Okay, so what do you think it says? I know the first bit says, I see here. I see. So what do you see? I see a big red bus. I see a big yellow bus, or I see a big red car. What could it be? Let's have a look. I see a big red bus. There we go. I bet you got that right too. I see a big red bus, and here it is. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, I'm going to give you some time to have a read. Off you go. I think I've given you enough time now. You can always pause the video. Do you remember I always say that to you? You can just press pause and it will stop the screen from going any further until you've had a go at reading, and then you can just press play again. You won't miss anything that way. Okay. The man had what colour paint? So it says the man had paint. Let's have a look. Should we sound it out? Green. 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 The man had green paint. So which picture does this sentence go with? Is it this picture? No, this man has blue paint. Is it this picture? No, he has pink paint. Is it this picture? I think so. The man had green paint. Well done. Have you got that right? Let's move on. You can have some time to read it, or you can press pause. It's up to you. Off you go. Okay, let's look at it together. So the pictures are, over here I can see a black car went up the hill. This is a red car went up the hill. And this is a black bike went up the hill. Which picture is the correct one? Let's read the sentence. A black car went up the hill. So this is the correct picture. Vroom. Actually, it's going very slowly. It's being pushed. Look. I think it's breaking down. Sorry, I'm being a little bit silly, aren't I? Let's move on. Okay, so there are 3 pictures here. There is a slug. Look at that slug. He's got big googly eyes. And there's a snail sitting on a log. And there is a snail. I think this is a snail's trail. Let's read the sentence and see which picture is the correct picture to go with this sentence. The snail left a trail. Oh, it's this one, because the snail has certainly left a trail. Look at that. Okay, next. Give you some time. I didn't really give you enough time on the last one unless you paused it. So off you go. Have a read. Okay, before we do this together, before we read it together, let's have a look at the pictures. So here I can see a lady and she's wearing a pink coat. And here is a man and he's wearing a brown jacket. And this little boy, he's wearing a blue coat and he's putting on some blue wellies. Let's read the sentence together. I spy some tricky words here. Mrs. Brown put on her pink coat. So is it this picture? Is this the right picture? No. Is this the right picture? No. Is this the right picture? Yes, that is certainly the right picture. This is Mrs. Brown and she has put on a pink coat. Okay, next. Oh, let's have a look at the pictures first, I think. So here we have an open window. Here we have a bright light. And here we have a colourful scarf. You have a go at reading the sentence and see if you can match the sentence to the correct picture. Off you go. Have you read it yet? I'm going to assume you have. Okay, let's read it together. I see a bright light. A bright light, which means this is the correct picture. I see a bright light. Okay. Oh, look at this. These pictures look nice. What do we have down here? This looks like a mummy, doesn't it? And it looks like a mummy is possibly having a glass of juice or something there, I think. And this mummy here looks like she is sitting down drinking a nice coffee. And this looks like somebody who's eating a vanilla ice cream. Ooh, yummy. Okay, have a go at reading the sentence and we'll see if you can match it to the right picture. Off you go. Let's read it together. My mummy drinks lots of coffee. Which picture would I put that sentence with? Would I put it with this picture of the lady eating an ice cream? No, we definitely wouldn't do that. That wouldn't be correct. Would we put it with this picture of the mummy drinking coffee? I think we would. Well done, everybody. My mummy drinks lots of coffee. There we go. Okay. Wow, this is a long sentence. Have a look at that. So okay, let's look at the pictures first. We have a pot of wooden spoons, I believe, wooden utensils. Here we have a funny looking wooden spoon. Looks like a chef or a waiter. And over here we have a wooden spoon that looks like it's making a delicious dinner. It's stirring up a delicious dinner in a pot. Okay, you have a read of the sentence. I'm going to give you a little bit more time, or pause the video so that I don't spoil it for you, and then we'll read it together. Off you go. Hopefully you paused the video because this sentence is rather long. So let's have a look at it together. The wooden spoon is in the silver pan on the hob. The wooden spoon is in the silver pan on the hob. Which picture would you match that sentence to? I think you've got this. This is the correct picture because here is a wooden spoon in a silver pan on the hob. So well done if you got that one correct. And also well done if you're giving this a good try because it is quite tricky. Okay. Oh, so we've got a little boy here. He looks a little bit like Stanley, doesn't he? Look, and Stanley loves his hair too, doesn't he? So we're going to call him Stanley. Look, Stanley's combing his hair with a comb. This lady looks like she's combing her long brown hair. And this looks like a purple hairbrush. And this little boy here, he looks a bit like Alex. And it looks like Alex is brushing his hair with a blue hairbrush. So have a read of the sentence and then we'll look at which picture we can put it with. Off you go. Hopefully you paused it again. I don't want to spoil it for you, but I'm going to read it with you now. So, I like to brush my long brown hair with this hairbrush. I like to brush my long brown hair with this hairbrush. Does Stanley have long brown hair? No. Does Alex have long brown hair? No. But we could call this could be Caitlin. Hi, Caitlin. This is the right picture for the sentence. I like to brush my long brown hair with this hairbrush. And it's right because this girl has long brown hair, just like Caitlin. Hope you got that one right. Let's move on. Oh, challenge. Now for the challenge today, can you make your own read and match game for someone at home to play? So all you need to do is to draw 3 pictures and write 1 sentence to match just one of the pictures. That's all you need to do. And then you can ask somebody to read the sentence and choose the correct picture which your sentence goes with. I think you can all do that, or you can at least give it a try. Are you going to? Yeah, I'm sure you will. Well done, everybody. Before I go, I'm going to take you all the way back to the beginning. Because what I'd like to say is if you find reading these sentences a little bit too tricky, that's okay. What you could do is you could just see how many words you can identify. You can just write them down. So if you know that this word says cat, you can read that and just write that word down. That's a good idea, isn't it? And then that way you're having a try too. You're giving it a go. But what I'd love you all to try, if you can, once you've done the whole of this lesson, you can start it all over again and watch it again if that would be helpful. But I would really love to see, or me, Miss Colbeck and Mrs. Johnson would love to see, if you do make your own read and match game for someone at home to play, maybe you can send it to us, our email address. That'll be great. Okay, everybody, have a lovely, lovely day. Miss you lots.